Today I'm going to talk about the selection of doctors and the different factors that involved in selection. I hope there will be a guideline for people who are looking for new doctors and what are the things to look for. And they're basically divided into 7 different categories as how people make a decision. And number 1, as you can see here, is yourself being in the middle is how you can be affected. Like, for instance, if you have your own experience from previous doctors, then most people would like to go back to the same doctor because you know each other and you know what his or her experience is like and how it affects you. And of course, that's a very important determining factor. But then some people can have bad experience or good experience. But in addition, not all doctors look after everything. If you see a surgeon, for one thing, that person is not going to be the one to be able to handle your depression, for instance. Or if you had a delivery, the obstetrician may not be able to handle your heart or your blood pressure problems. Anyway, these are just a few examples that people go by from previous experience. Now, secondly, then, you look at is your family. Your family is a huge contributing factor because they are your parents, for instance, or grandparents. You hear a lot about what they do and what they've been having problems with as far as health. And after listening to that, you gain experience. And you get to know, so-and-so is a good doctor, and who are their specialists they go to, whether it's intestinal or surgical, heart, and you get an idea as to how you will be able to select through their experience. So family is very important too. Of course, family that they like to be close-knit and say, oh, by the way, I go to so-and-so, why don't you go and see so-and-so too? Instead of being a pediatrician that you're now 22, it's time to move on to a more adult-oriented doctor. And of course, female, male, the different opportunities to focus onto your needs. And so family is a big contributing factor.